Hey y'all, okay, so I went to edit the first video I made, but there was this weird beeping sound in it. So I'm having to redo this, but hopefully I won't ramble as much as I did. Um, this is a long overdue video kind of explaining my, I guess, health background, history, whatever you want to call it. Alright y'all, I'm trying a different approach at this, because every time I record this I tend to ramble on. So I'm going to start talking about the minor issues, I guess you can say, because they're more under control. I have some neurological issues. I have chronic migraines, which are under control for the most part. And then my other neurological or you guys get the point. Issue is I pass out randomly. Like, sitting, standing, walking, laying down, I'll just out of nowhere pass out. We don't have like a natural diagnosis for it. We think it's blood pressure related, but it's just hard to catch me with my passing out spells because I mean, we're just 1 minute I'm fine, 1 minute on the ground, and it's hard to know when I'm gonna be having an episode and how long the episode's gonna be lasting. Sometimes I'll just pass out on the floor for a little bit, and then won't pass out again. But then there's times when it's 1 or 2 weeks and I'm constantly passing out off and on. I have I guess you could say chronic ovarian cysts, and normally they rupture on their own, but mine, the cyst keeps growing and growing, and it gets big enough to where it twists my tubes, and so blood is being cut off to my ovary, and so they've had to put me under and have emergency surgery for me a couple of times because of that. So that brings us to my stomach issues, which in a nutshell, it started in 4th grade, and I got diagnosed with a couple of things like acid reflux and GERD. I was fine for a while, but then it kicked back up in 7th grade, which was this constant pain that wouldn't go away. And because of the location of my pain, every time we went into the emergency room, they thought it might be my appendix, so they would always do CT scans or ultrasound on me to see what it was. The reason they did ultrasound because sometimes I would be in the emergency room once or twice a week, or within a month I'll gone like 3 out of whatever weeks there are in a month. I think there's like 4 or 5. Yeah, I don't know. And so they didn't want to overload me on radiation because that's not good for a teenager or anybody. So they saw it wasn't my appendix. A couple of times they saw the ovarian cysts, which we talked about. In the first surgery I've had for my ovarian cysts, they removed my appendix, so there wasn't any second guessing if it was that. They weren't able to find what was causing my stomach issue for a while. But then we finally decided after a couple of years to do exploratory surgery, which for all we knew at the time, they could find something, or they wouldn't. But they ended up finding something, and they found adhesions, which the body produces naturally. It can cause pain, or it doesn't. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with my words right now. It just varies person to person. And there's no way to detect adhesions through a test or an x-ray or whatever. So the only way of finding out about them is when you obviously open a person up. But the downside to adhesions is surgery can make them worse. It can make them spread more or can make them thicker or what have you. So it was kind of bittersweet because the adhesions were so bad on me that they were actually pulling on parts of my inner organ or my digestive organs, and so that's why I was in so much pain. But then because adhesions caused that, and because, like, you know, I was having surgery off and on, there was, you know, there was that what if it happens again, or it, you know, because we couldn't tell whenever I have adhesions that were causing me pain unless we opened me up. There is going to be that what if we open her and it's not it, we can make it worse. So that was really again bittersweet, because after I woke up from that surgery, that was the first time in years I wasn't in pain, which I thought was, like, you know, a miracle, because I was used to, like, oh yeah, we found something, and then, like, you know, the anesthesia and all that would finally wear off and I'm still in pain. And so I've had one other surgery since then to remove adhesions, which was another exploratory surgery. Thank God they found adhesions, and it was, you know, they didn't cut me up for no reason. And so, like, yeah, you know, we're to this where we're going to Mayo Clinic to see, you know, what else they could find. So yeah, that kind of sums up, I guess, my medical history, or whatever you want to call it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. If they're, like, you know, kind of like a general question, I'll probably make a video of us answering it. But if, like, you know, if it's wanting more, like, in-depth of exactly what's going on, you know, we'll message you back or arrange where we could talk, or just, you know, do a one-on-one thing. Big shout out to everybody who has contributed, whether it's financially or with your time, or telling, you know, help spreading the word about us. Thank you to everybody who came to the fundraiser last night, and to Chick-fil-A for hosting it. Just reminding y'all, there will also be the car wash, not this Saturday, but Saturday, June 15th, from 9 to 1 at the Chick-fil-A on Alta Mesa also. Encourage people to come out to get their car wash, or if you could spare, like, you know, 30 minutes, an hour to help out, that'd be awesome. Contact me. I'm doing a sign up, but if you gotta wait till your schedules, I totally understand. You know, we could just check in with each other. You know, we also have a status on on the Facebook page. If we get 100 shares, Chick-fil-A is gonna donate 50% of what we made yesterday off of everything. So, like, you know, if we made $100, they're gonna donate an extra $50. So we have until next Wednesday to get 100 likes, or not likes, I'm sorry, shares. So, you know, help us get up there. You know, just share it on your wall and encourage your friends to do the same, and hopefully we'll get that 100 likes. Again, thank you, everybody. This last week has really been, I guess, uplifting, because, you know, we've been stressed about different things, but then everything's falling into place now. So it gives me even more hope and puts me at more ease, and I'm assuming my parents as well. So yeah, every little thing you guys do, we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. But till next time, see you guys.